Alright, so you want to take some water in the brush. You want to make sure that it is wet but not dripping. You don't want it dripping down the brush. You just want it wet enough so that this paint's going to spread out really nice. You want to go through all over this picture. At this point, you guys should be close to getting there. If you're not close to at this point, that is it. I'm still going to show you guys the next step so that you guys kind of create it as you go. So, you guys should have a napkin. Locate that napkin. And scrunch it up if you can. You're going to crumple it up the best way you can.
Okay.
If you need another napkin, let me know when I can.
I got a napkin.
Alright, this part is what makes it look so textured, kind of like a galaxy. Give that, like, kind of like starry kind of textured effect. You can take a little bit of the black, and you can take a little bit of the white, and it's tough, like, I recommend doing it because the black and the white are more strong than you think. Take a little bit of black on your napkin, dab it off on your paint so it's not so strong. And then you can go in with the edges, give that textured look to the side.
Okay.
I just dab it. Trying to see what I'm going for here.
Ow.
And then you can use your other edge. I'm using 1 inch for black and 1 inch for white.
Okay.
And I'm doing the edges black and blue, and I'm doing the middle black. Now, do you kind of see how I did all my edges? Alright, I'm going to take, you can either unwrap your napkin and like rewrap it, because I think I'm going to do that. Find an edge that's clean, that you can crinkle up a little bit. And that's where we're going to put our white.
Okay.
So I'm going to take some white, dab off on my plate, so that it's not too strong. Put my bait in the middle after. Just put them to side, this side. Sorry. But we're gonna start splattering. I would take up there, I would take him and I would rinse him out super good, bounce him up and down. Trust me, you're not gonna hurt him wrong. You can use a different Papa Bear if you want. There's a smaller Papa Bear. More like Mama Bear. If you would want to use Mama Bear instead, It doesn't matter as long as it's kind of like a square-ish. It's like this. You're going to take some of your water, and your splatter paint will be a little bit colored. That's okay. It's going to be like an off-white. You're going to take your brush and a little bit of your water, and you're going to put your water on your plate. Pop there, and pop there, whichever one you want. As long as it's a square type brush like this, we're good. Put a little bit of water on your plate.
Okay, I got water.
It's gonna be like a light blue color. We're gonna take a little bit of wine if you're gonna mix it into that water so that it gets really, really rough. Kind of want the consistency of Wingstop Ranch. You want it to be really liquidy.
Okay, I did it.
So then you should have like a little white color here.
Yeah. I did it. Hurry up before it dries.
Alright. Once you got your runny white with a lot of water, a little bit of paint, you're gonna make sure that you take your finger and you're gonna bring the bristles back. Bring it over. Now you can make it as starry or as least starry as, I don't know how to phrase that. More stars, less stars, it's all up to you. Push out all of this pretty stuff. All this like the pretty stuff, like the moon and the tree and the cliff. We don't need to map out this part right here. You guys can just put a line where your trees start. Because this, I think it's kind of like a cliff, I think. A ledge.
It's way in the back, so it looks small.
Good. So you guys want to take that chalk, and now we're going to do some trees. So I got a little line for you guys. You don't want U's or C's, you want Y's and B's, right? You want those like hard edges. You want to be able to see that V line. Okay? You don't want your branch to kind of look like that. Then it will be unnatural. So I'll show you what I mean. You can just draw like a line to kind of signify I'm a little tree there. And I leave them there. And trees are easier than you think because all you do is you make a line and then you make a Y shape or a V shape. You can make a Y shape or V shape at the top of it and then extend your branch out. Okay, so once you guys are done with that step, you guys are going to look at my painting and you're like, you didn't finish all your trees. That's because I'm going to just bring it. I'm going to just kind of do most of my trees free-handed, and I am going to try to use the basic top lines I put on here as a guideline. If you want to free-handed, you can. You're going to use a base bear or medium size sort of mama bear brush. I'm kind of going to use this guy. This guy looks about the size I want to be.
Yeah, little baby mama there. Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna take that brush, and I'm gonna take the black paint,
Black.
and I'm gonna start painting at my cliff and my trees. I'm not gonna do my moon until the very end. I'm gonna do my leaves before I get my
Okay.
like my brush. I would take some black paint
Mm-hmm.
and I would just start painting your trees.
Okay.
For this part, for this cliff, you can either make it like the cliff next to it where it's like solid, or what I did to make it look faded out is I just did back and forth sort of wish-washy motions, just swiping it back and forth really, really fast. And it should gently taper at like the edges here. You see how that paint is smearing towards the edges? For that.
All right, hey guys. My computer stopped recording about halfway through on the painting, but basically what we got to at what I'm gonna just quickly describe that she was talking about is that if you take a rolled up piece of paper towel or napkin, this is my painting palette right here. She said that you could start off with some white for the top of the trees, so you just kind of dabble a little bit. Where's a free space? Kind of make sure you take that part off, and then you just kind of like dab it along your paper, or not your paper, sorry, your canvas. And she said you could do your colors. So I had white, I made like a white purple, I added a little bit of purple, and then I made like a dark blue, and I did a little bit of dark blue for shading. Once you were all done with that, you could add in your moon, which is the sea. And then what I ended up accidentally doing is I made this look like a full cliff. So what I plan on doing is that I'm going to kind of use a paintbrush, and I'm going to make that look hopefully a little bit more rippled looking. So let me see. All right, well, I added a little bit more artistic flair quote. I just tried making it look a little bit more watery, kind of like it's a river almost. I know she kind of described this as being a cliff, and then I didn't realize that she kind of made this look more watery. But otherwise, if you can get like a similar result, you can kind of make it a little fancy. Before she was kind of talking about maybe like adding a figure right here, I at first tried going with like maybe a horse, and it didn't turn out well, so I turned it into a tiny tree stump. But otherwise, thank you for joining. I'm sorry that we couldn't follow along with the whole painting adventure because of my computer mishap, but thank you again.